Some of you agreed with my World Cup 2022 group stage predictions, some of you criticised me. Now is the time that the group stage is over to go back and reflect on how good and bad my predictions were for the World Cup group stages. Do make sure to hit that thumbs up button, do make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below, and let's go through my group stage predictions from the start of the World Cup and see how right and wrong I was. Let's get straight into it, starting with Group A. Now with Group A, I did back Netherlands to win the group and Senegal in second place. I'll take a little bit of credit, but I think most people predicted that. I did get Qatar and Ecuador the wrong way around. Now my thinking was Netherlands are the strongest team, they'll win that group. I think everyone went for that, so like I say, I won't take much praise for that. Senegal in second place was a tricky one because Qatar were the hosts, Ecuador aren't bad, but I thought Senegal would just have the strength to get through. That was correct. I didn't think Qatar would finish bottom coming into this as they were the hosts, and usually, even if a host isn't well known, you still expect them with that home crowd to be able to pull out one win or two draws or something to avoid them finishing bottom. I was wrong with that, so I've got to take a little bit of slack for that, but obviously Ecuador, fair play to them for finishing third. They nearly got through in second place. That is my Group A prediction, an okay start. On to Group B, I only got one team in the correct place, and that was England. I backed Wales to come second, USA third, and Iran fourth. Jump Wales down 2 places, move the others up 1, and that would be correct. Obviously, that is quite a bit of reshuffling. With this one, the one I got right was probably predictable. I know England fans always come into these competitions with high expectations, but we did deliver. 7 points, we did well. I'll give USA some praise. They finished with 5 points in second place, so fair play to them. I didn't quite think they would do it. I've got to say, very disappointed by Wales. Didn't really do much. The first game was okay when they drew 1-1 with USA. I thought they might be able to. The Iran defeat was costly, and that's why Wales finished bottom in my opinion. Fair play to Iran for finishing third, but they didn't quite do enough to get through this group. On to Group C now. Now in Group C, I got them all correct in the bang-on order, so I'll take much praise for that. I will say it was fairly predictable. Argentina top, Poland second, Mexico third was maybe the closest contention there. Saudi Arabia fourth. Got to say, after the first game week, I was a little bit worried for this prediction as Saudi Arabia did beat Argentina. Poland did get through in second place, only just by the skin of their teeth. Mexico fell just short in third, but it was a pretty tasty group, especially after game week 1, but I got it spot on. On to Group D now, and I got the first 2 teams correct, the other 2 in the wrong order, but I'll take quite a bit of praise for this because France topping the group and Australia second wasn't what most people went for. Most people had Denmark in the top 2. Some people went for Denmark to win this group. I just couldn't see it happening. I went for Denmark to finish third. They actually finished fourth, so I can't say I got that one spot on. But I did back the Socceroos to get through this group, and I thought France have just too much strength to not win this group. Fair play to Tunisia for that late win against France, which did just push them into third place. So fair play to the Tunisians there. On to Group E. Now, no one got this correct. I went for Spain, Germany, Japan, and Costa Rica. Obviously, Costa Rica I got correct. I did back Japan to come third, but obviously they went and finished first, so massive praise has to go to them. I did think Spain would finish ahead of Germany. That was the only thing I was a little bit unsure about. They did finish ahead of Germany, but both of them behind Japan, so Germany missed out. That was quite a shock. On to Group F now. Now for Group F, I didn't get any team in the correct order, so I will have to put my hands up to that. But I did think Croatia would be ahead of Belgium, which is something that was correct. I wasn't totally convinced by Belgium. I think Croatia definitely played better as a team, but it was Morocco who I have to say a massive sorry to, because I thought they'd finish bottom of this group. They finished top. Massive praise goes their way. I'm wishing them all the best in the quarterfinals. I think they could actually do it. They've been surprising everyone, and they've beaten Spain in the knockout stages. Obviously, as for Canada, I thought they'd finish third. They didn't pick up any points, but the biggest shock is either Morocco finishing top or Belgium crashing out. It was a really crazy group, but yeah, I didn't get any of them right in the correct order, so not the best from me. On to Group G now, and Group G I did go for Brazil and Switzerland to top the group in the order that they did. I got Serbia and Cameroon the wrong way round. It all changed right at the end when Cameroon snatched a win against Brazil, so that did let me down from getting a clean sweep in this group. But yeah, I thought Brazil's strength would be too strong. I could see why people do fancy them to maybe go on and win this competition. Switzerland were pretty good. They were good enough to finish second, weren't they? Fair play to Cameroon. Now in the weekly predictions, I did actually back them to beat Brazil right at the end, but it wasn't enough because they only managed 1 point against Switzerland and Serbia. As for Serbia, back to the drawing board. They weren't great in this group. On to the final group then, and I did get 2 teams correct. Gotta say, I'm fairly happy and disappointed because I was so close. If I'd have just swapped Portugal and Uruguay, it'd have been a bang on prediction. I did back South Korea to come second. Now, I barely saw anyone predict that, so I'm going to take quite a bit of praise for that because South Korea did surprise people by finishing second. But I thought they have something about them with Son, Hwang Hee-chan, some of those players going forwards, that they might be able to get through this group. I did think Ghana would finish bottom, but Ghana did put up a fight, so it's unlucky for them. Uruguay and Portugal, like I said, got them the wrong way round. I have to put my hands up to that. I thought Portugal would just be outdone in the head-to-head against Uruguay. It turned out to be the other way around. Portugal won their first 2 games. That's why they topped the group, and they are into the quarterfinals as well. So I pretty much got half of the teams in the correct order that they finished in. Some stinkers, some pretty good predictions in there. Let me know how you got on down below. Now, I didn't predict the knockout stages in the predictions video at the start of the World Cup, but one thing I did mention is that I fancy Argentina to go and win it. They are still in the competition. They take on Netherlands tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Obviously, I also thought England would get quite far. I actually thought it'd be an Argentina-England final, which can happen here if England get past France. I can understand why people fancy Brazil to be their favourites, but I just have a feeling about Argentina. We'll wait and see. They've bounced back well since the Saudi Arabia defeat. But one thing I will say about this World Cup is this World Cup has been so upset heavy. It's been a brilliant World Cup to watch, even if your team isn't competing. Obviously, my team is, and we've not been receiving any upsets, but Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia, Morocco topping their group, Belgium and Germany going out, Japan topping their group. It has been unbelievable. The group stages were certainly special. The round of 16 has been a little bit more predictable, but Morocco is still in there as that dark horse. If I was to make any final predictions now with just a little bit of time to go, I do think Morocco can get past Portugal. I do stand by Argentina getting all the way and winning this competition. I feel like Brazil might fall over in the quarterfinal or semi-final. We'll wait and see. England-France is going to be massive. As an England fan, I don't know what to think for that. I must say, if England beat France, we should have the belief and the confidence to go and win this competition. But it is so wide open, I don't think you can rule any team in this final 8 out of winning it. I know Morocco and Croatia and Portugal might not be fancied to win this competition as much as Brazil, Argentina, France and England, but if you're in the final 8, you're 3 wins away from winning this competition. It's been brilliant. Guys, let me know your predictions from before the World Cup and if you got any right or wrong. Be honest, it's a bit of fun. If you didn't do predictions and you're still going to criticise me for getting some wrong down below, then fair enough, but do feel free to get your predictions in next time. Obviously, we've got semi-final predictions coming up when the quarterfinals are finished, but do make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Do subscribe to stay up to date with the channel. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.